na Muslim, pati yung the guys running the barn, and like also to appeal to Chairman si Murad na kindly give a little push for the people there to get vaccinated. You know, it's science. It has been studied. The experiments were conducted. Hindi silang dito sa atin, pati sa labas. As a matter of fact, it was a concert effort during the pandemic. It's slowing down, but it's still there. So let me just appeal to everybody, get vaccinated or else we will not be able to solve the problem. Because yung na bakunahan na, there is always the distinct possibility of ma-contaminate sila uli. Itong animal na itong COVID, sprouting into one after the other. Ang problema, hindi natin alam. There is actually no way of telling until it's here.
The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. At least 20 people have been reported dead as of this morning after heavy rains brought about by Tropical Depression Agaton. The NDRRMC says these recorded deaths are still up for validation. 6 individuals are confirmed injured, while 1 person is still reportedly missing. As of 8 this morning, the number of barangays affected by Agaton has reached over 270 across 9 regions. Almost 96,000 families, or 140,000 individuals, were affected. At least 91 houses were damaged by Agaton. The tropical depression also affected over 250 hectares of agricultural land with an estimated worth of more than 870,000 pesos. Heavy rains continues to threaten parts of eastern Visayas this morning due to tropical depression Agaton. A red rainfall warning is currently up in eastern Samar, and Biliran Island. Red warning means serious flooding and landslides are likely to happen. An orange rainfall warning is up over central Cebu, Leyte, and southern Leyte. An orange warning means that flooding is threatening over low-lying areas and near river channels. Landslides in mountainous areas are also possible. Meanwhile, northern Cebu is under a yellow rainfall warning. Residents in these areas are advised to monitor the situation amid heavy rains. And tropical depression Agaton is still over Samar. As of 8 a.m., Pag-asa reports that the center of the tropical cyclone is now in the vicinity of Marabut in Samar with maximum winds of 45 kilometers per hour. Pag-asa adds that Agaton's strong winds can extend outwards up to 150 kilometers near the center, and the tropical depression is currently moving slowly eastward. Signal number 1 is raised over various areas in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, including the southern portion of Masbate, Samar, Leyte, Biliran, and the Dinagat Islands. The rest are flashed on your screens. Meanwhile, the severe tropical storm with international name Malakas is currently located some 1,235 kilometers east of southern Luzon, moving northwestward at 15 kilometers per hour. Pag-asa says Malakas is not likely to directly affect any part of the country, but it is expected to enter the Philippine area of responsibility by tonight or tomorrow morning. And a first alarm fire broke out at one office in the Supreme Court earlier today. However, SC Associate Justice Marvic Leonen says that this will in no way affect the release of the bar exam results. Let's get the details from Justine Punsalang, who joins us live from Manila. Hi, Justine. How's the situation there? I know it's fire out. What are the latest updates from the Supreme Court?
Sean, new lawyers will be named later today, but before that, a fire broke out at the Centennial Building of the Supreme Court earlier this morning. At a little over 6 in the morning earlier, an electrical fire sparked at the data center of the Supreme Court. According to SC employees, they heard a loud sound followed by the smell of burning wires. The alarms immediately sounded and they were ushered outside the building. Firefighters were immediately at the scene and the fire was contained and controlled inside the data center. Just before 8 a.m., they declared a fire out. According to Supreme Court Associate Justice Marvic Leonen's tweet, the fire was not or has not affected the scheduled release of results of the bar exams. Meanwhile, at the SC's new building, preparations were already being made. An LED screen where the bar passers' names will be flashed was already erected. Sean, right now the Supreme Court security and the police are already manning the premises of the Supreme Court. This is in preparation for the release of the names of the new lawyers or the bar passers later. However, they said that they are not expecting an influx of people because the list of the names that will be of the passers will be also released online. Sean?
Right, so no delays to the release of bar exam results and fire out over at the SC. Thank you so much for that update. Justine Punsalang of News 5 reporting to us live from Manila. Amid calls for a Manny Soto or Maso tandem, presidential bet Senator Ping Lacson said that no one has to back out from the presidential race. Instead, he is open to have a running mate or to have his running mate Tito Soto as a common vice president with fellow presidential bet Senator Manny Pacquiao. Mon Gualvez tells us more in this report.
Gusto niya, magkasama pa kaming tatlo sa stage pagka nag-rally. Pareho namin itinataas yung kamay ni Senate President.
This is Senator Ping Lacson's offer to fellow bet Senator Manny Pacquiao as he invited the latter to his campaign rally in Quezon City. On the table is having his running mate, Senate President Tito Soto, as their common vice president. Doing this, he said, does not require anyone to back out from the race. Should this be the case, he said the choice is now up to the people.
May mga katangian siya na siguro wala sa akin, may mga katangian ako na siguro wala sa kanya. Ano na lang tayo, parang friendly competition.
Lacson's offer came more than a week after Pacquiao's VP bet Lito Atienza urged him to back out so that Soto and Pacquiao can pair up for Team Maso. The boxing champ, however, declined the offer in respect to Atienza.
Mag-giveaway lang siya kung mag-giveaway din si Lacson. Yun naman ang ano na. Pero pag hindi naman, tuloy din siya. So, pangit naman na pupunta tayo doon na may vice president pa tayo.
As for Soto, he disagreed that anyone should back out just so Maso can be a reality. But he won't say no to a Pacquiao endorsement.
Lahat ng politiko, siyempre, pagka ikaw ini-endorse, lalo na kung kapwa politiko, di maraming salamat.
But what is Atienza's answer to Lacson's call? Thanks, but no thanks. He said that this negates the purpose of his offer to strengthen the opposition against Ferdinand Marcos Jr.
With that idea of Ping, there is no movement. You will be stuck. It will strengthen Bongbong Marcos.
While Lacson is being hounded by calls for Maso, he claimed that another group asked him to back out to allegedly make way for a Robredo-Soto tandem. He said former Quezon City Mayor Brigido Jun Simon Jr. made the move, claiming that he can make Robredo's running mate, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, to drop out. The VP's camp denied any active move to unite presidential aspirants less than a month before the polls. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
Let's take a quick look at some of today's headlines. Tropical Depression Agaton triggers a landslide in Leyte, leaving dozens dead. A pre-shaded ballot has been reported in Singapore during the overseas absentee voting. And veteran actor Piolo Pascual officially declares his support for Vice President Leni Robredo. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 11 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.